By far the most common question I get is, what is CP? And CP is a shortened term for cerebral palsy, and cerebral palsy is an umbrella term used to describe a physical disability caused by damage to the brain before, during, or shortly after childbirth. And babies born prematurely are more likely to develop CP later on because of the lack of brain growth or occasionally the traumatic birth or whatever. In my case, that was how it happened. I was born 3 months premature, and thus my brain didn't have enough time to develop correctly, thus resulting in CP and this video. But know that there are a lot of different types out there, varying in severity and areas in which it affects people. You know, some people you really wouldn't know that they had a disability unless, you ask them about it. And other people, there are those that can't take care of themselves, and so I kind of fall right in the middle. CP affects 3 basic areas: balance, muscle tone, and fine motor skills. Balance being, it's quite likely that it's hard for people to walk on their own and stand on their own without feeling like a 2-year-old learning to walk. Muscle tone being, in my case, my muscles are really tense all the time, like, which can lead to being really uncomfortable. And fine motor skills being able to button and to do things with the tips of your fingers. If you've noticed, my hands tend to they don't do things on their own like in other cases, but they're just kind of tense. But know that there are other symptoms, and there's a whole bunch of them, but those are kind of the basics. How is it diagnosed? Well, it's not diagnosed until later on in a child's life, but as my mom found out, she kind of knew early on that something was a little different with me than my brothers and sisters. It's because I wasn't reaching the developmental milestones that kids should, and when I did do it, I eventually reached it a lot slower. So after that, and I'm sure there were other red flags, my mom took me into a doctor, and the doctor finally diagnosed me, and that's that. Is there a cure or a treatment? No, there's not a cure, but there are tons of treatments, most common being physical therapy, occupational therapy, surgeries, medication, and all that stuff. I've had my fair share of surgeries. I went through OT and PT all through grade school, and I still do physical therapy at home. Physical therapy, in my case, is the most effective because it's really important to keep your muscles loose and limber, otherwise you can't move. Does it get worse over time? No. Yes and no. The condition itself will never worsen. The damage is done in my head and there's not going to be any more. But because of the way my body moves and works, it'll affect me different. I developed arthritis when I was in my early teens, and I'm sore all the time. And there's just different things, and quite often I feel like a 50-year-old in a 20-year-old's body just because I ache all the time. And now you want to know what it's like for me growing up with CP and my own experiences. Someone asked, what's the most annoying part of having CP? And I would say that would be the aging bit. Like I said, I feel like a 50-year-old in a 20-year-old's body. And that's never fun, because at 20 I should be able to, go out and be loose and awesome and do things. And, I do, but I pay for it later, and it's never fun. But I don't like focusing on the things that I don't like, because that would make me really depressed. So I try to focus on the things that I like and the positive light that it brought to my life. So my favorite thing is all the opportunities I've had because of my disability. You know, I've got to meet a bunch of people. You know, just I have the opportunity to look at life in a way that a lot of people my age don't. You know, it put me in a different perspective, and I'm really grateful for that. Hey guys, as you can tell, that video was filmed a couple days ago, and it's okay. As I was editing it, I cut out my ending. But I just wanted to say thanks for watching, and if you like this video, let me know in the comments. If you want to see more of videos like this, subscribe and like this and let me know, and I'll make more. So again, thank you for watching. You know, have fun. Have a good day. Bye.